Views in SmartSuite is a very powerful feature. Views lets you see the same information from the same app in multiple different ways and looking at different field types. So if you take a look, for example, in this view, I'm looking at a certain set of information. I have a certain set of custom fields, like I'm looking at my due date, my task type, my link to projects, and so on. In this view, I have all these settings up top over here, so I can control the fields to display and I can reorder them. So for example, let's say I wanted to not see status in this view anymore. I can just X that out. And now I will see the same piece of information. Status is still there in the background if I look at it in the record view, but it won't be in, so let's see over here, status is right here, but it won't be in the grid view anymore. If I change my mind and I decided I do want to see status in the grid view, I can simply come back in here, find status, and add it to the grid view, drag it up top, and now I will see status here. I can apply different sortings, filters. So for example, I can only say I want to see all of my records that are in status complete or client approved. Now this becomes my view type, and I can name my view from right here. So I can say tasks that are approved and save it. And then I can duplicate this view and set up a new view, call it non-approved tasks. I'm going to duplicate this exact view, and that sets up a new grid view, right? So I have my tasks that are approved, and now I have a private view, which I can obviously always turn public. So that's a public view. I can reorder it and drop it up top over here. And now I have my tasks that are non-approved. The filter is still applied to approved, but I can now change the filter and say, only show me is any of not started, in process, changed, ready, internal, ready, but not approved yet. I can now say, I don't want to see the internal reviewer. Let's remove this field from display. Let's remove this field from display. Let's drag this here. So you can play, you can also spotlight, and you can say if client is, let's say if status is in process, let's make it orange. Now I highlighted all of my in process records. You can apply multiple statuses. You can also group them. So let's group them by status. Now they're grouped. I can apply another grouping on top of this. All right, so views becomes very powerful where you can start setting up multiple different view types to see different types of information. You can also branch out of the grid view and look at card view, kanban view, calendar, timeline, map, dashboards, many different ways to look at the same exact information, set up different view types, and see the information that you need exactly the way you want to see it at the particular moment that you want to see it. Hopefully this helps to understand a little bit about SmartSuite views.